How he's going? It's first day of spring here in Melbourne, and as you can hear, it's raining, and as you can see, the roof is leaking. This is literally why I can't have nice things. Anyway, the boss has given me a day off because it's raining, and I'm gonna get into this shed and clean things up a bit. Get the 360, the piggy bank horsepower blown up 360 back from the machine shop. So I'm going to clean this shed up and get the engine on the engine stand. Righto, I'm sick to death of being jammed in here. We've got engine blocks and everything over in the corner that have got to be moved. Here's the 360. I just slapped an old timing cover on it because I got to paint. Well, I got to paint it at some stage, so I'm just trying to put the parts together. But little engine stand, just a cheap one. So it's 300 kilo rated, so 650 pounds. These slots aren't wide enough to get the bell housing bolts on a LA, so I'll have to get the plasma cutter out and fix that. The old stuck 440 is still stuck. This is it's a 2,000 kilo jack I got in there, and yeah, it's still stuck. So I'm gonna keep pouring whatever I can pour down its neck to try and unseize it. I've tried just about everything. I don't know what I'm gonna try next. Maybe Coca-Cola. I heard that's a good fix for seized engines, but a couple things to do before I throw this thing on the stand. Got to neaten this place up a bit. Well, I'm not exactly a steady hand with the old plasma cutter, but got it done. Oh, there she is on the stand, gentlemen. It's the old blown up 360. And here's the evidence that she was blown up. The blessed pan rail. And see the fresh, shiny cylinder sleeve in there. It's I don't know about the US cast 360s. This is a 73 cast in Australia, and they were cast with 340 water jackets. Where are we? Hang on a sec. Here we go. You can see there's very little gap between the cylinders. So this is 60 over, and when we autopsied it, found it was 300 thick on the thrust side. So plenty thick for 4" and 60. But yeah, plenty thick. You go to 4.1, I suppose. But anyway, we're not gonna. But yeah, you can see. Oh, I wonder if you can see that mark right in the center there on the other cylinder. On that side, you see the mark. That's where the rod came through and put a dent in this cylinder. So 3 and 5 have had sleeves put in both. So anyway, I'll drill these and tap them, put some screws in. So I put a straight edge over this and found that this little piece here had been knocked up as the rod's flown out. So ended up having a draw file about 25-30 thou off it. So yeah, bit of a bummer. Skull and cross screws. Alright, that's good. I might clean up the excess thread locker, and then I can cut them off. So that's what we got. It's just below the surface. Yeah. Loctite it in. They're all cleaned up. I just sprayed it down with contact cleaner or carb cleaner or brake cleaner or whatever it is. So yeah. Next part's going to be hard to catch on camera. So I'm going to tape across here, and then pour the epoxy in there. So I'll try and get it as best I can on camera, but just have to play it by ear. Alright, here, this is what we're using. You boys tell me in the comments if this stuff's no good, because well, it'll be too late by then anyway, but I've never used it before is my point. Yeah, you blokes tell me in the comments, should I have used this or should I have used that? Yeah. So I forgot to film, but there we are. I've got a blob of this epoxy, and now, oh yeah, can't see anything. Now I'm just going to sort of pack it down into those corners and make sure it's right the way down. Anyhow, yeah, can't see a lot, but that's what I'm up to. Alright, cool. Alright. 5 minutes down the track and she's starting to go hard. So let's have a look at it. That was what I didn't want. there too. Oh well, I'll have to keep working it. Mix up some more and smush them in there. But I mean, realistically, I don't think I even need to, but I think I will. Mix up a little bit more and fill those gaps. That's a pity. I really tried to get it. I'll get this. Nah, it's not. Oh yeah, here we go. I see it's still not fully cured, but that's all right. It's a good chunk. All right. I'll file that flat and hey, it's another Timo special for you, gentlemen. Well, there she is. I left her overnight just to see if there's a high spot. I ran a file over it. Turns out there's a high spot. But yeah, mark this out. I'll get the die grinder in there and just sort of match the shape. Looks pretty good. I'll keep into it. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that, and I'll remark that line. I'll buzz this thing now. Well, can't get to my die grinder. There's an engine and there's a 2-engine box in the way, but this will do me. Alright. And if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. So the white paint there, that's the crack testing. But that's my super duper Timo special pan rail repair. It's yeah, I mean, I can see in there it's obviously a lot thicker than the factory hollow pan rail. This is solid, but it's also not as strong, so you know, it's got to be thicker. But I think the shape generally matches. I'm not going to be too fussy with it. I think it's pretty decent. I'll give it a few more days. Well, I'll give it a few more days before I prep the block with acetone. But I mean, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. That's it's nice and flat, and lay a straight edge across it. You know, you can hardly tell on the outside here. There's a little bulge, but that's not bad. That will hold. I believe that will hold. Alright, so that's the Timo special pan rail repair. Obviously the 360's back in go mode. I got a heap of work to do on it, but also got the test mule Valiant that I've still got a heap of work to do on, and the stuck 440. So still more projects than I got time to do them in. Summit Racing sent me an email last night saying that the eighth connecting rod, the connecting rod that broke, is having to be replaced. This motor came with scat rods, or it came with 7. So I'm actually pleased that they sent me an email to say that it's on its way. So the 8th rod's on its way. I wasn't expecting it for another month and a half, so I can start motoring into this 360 for the piggyback horsepower stuff, and yeah, get motoring with it, get moving with it. Yeah, talk to me in the comments, lads. I'll see you again soon.